What's good? What's good? It's the one and only But What Do I Know Boxing coming back at y'all with another one, man. So you guys gotta excuse me. I'm extremely tired. I just got back to the house after visiting my daughters or whatnot. That was like a 19 and a half hour drive. So I'm extremely tired, but I'm gonna go ahead and push this video out. We got Gervonta Tank Davis. It looks like his fight with Lamont Roach is being pushed back, possibly. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into the article, and then I'm gonna go ahead and give you my opinion at the end. So y'all make sure you stay tuned. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Alright, so shout out to BoxingScene.com. It says Gervonta Davis shifting off December 14th day could lead to another David Benavidez doubleheader. Two individuals connected to the business of Gervonta Tank Davis WBA lightweight title defense against junior lightweight champion Lamont Roach Jr. have confirmed to Boxing Scene that plans for December 14th bout in Houston are now being reworked. One promising solution is to pair Davis Roach with an attractive light heavyweight bout between unbeaten talents David Benavidez and David Morrell, who are seeking a January 25th Prime Video pay-per-view fight in Las Vegas. That becomes a big event then, said one of the officials. While the 30-0 Tank, 30-0 with 20, what in the world is this? Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I just got distracted. While the 30-0 with 28 knockouts, Tank Davis has pushed for his next title defense to be placed in Houston. A series of situations made the effort wobbly, according to one individual. Davis originally sought to fight in a lightweight unification against IBF champion Vasily Lomachenko or WBC champion Shakur Stevenson, but Lomachenko balked and Stevenson stalled. Because Davis will be heavily favored against Roach, Premier Boxing Champions has sought to beef up the card with a quality featherweight title rematch between newly elevated WBC champion Brandon Figueroa and Stephen Fulton after Fulton won their super bantamweight title fight in 2021. I would love to see that rematch. I really would. Former middleweight champion Jamal Charlo has reportedly been mentioned to be on the card as well. That pay-per-view card figured to undersell during the heart of the holiday season and just 1 week before Alexander Usyk and Tyson Fury 2. With Benavidez and Morrell potentially looming just 6 weeks later, the planned date, a return doubleheader figure Davis and Benavidez would give PBC a strong launching pad that could be a strong 2025. Who the hell is this calling me? I'm sorry, y'all. I just got distracted by that call. I don't know whose number that is. Anyways, PBC is plotting a title defense in the ultra deep junior middleweight division by its unified champion Sebastian Fundora, and the promotion has staged the past 3 pay-per-view fights by 4 division champion Canelo Alvarez, who's planning to return on the Cinco de Mayo card. When he defeated Frank Martin on June 15th in his most recent title defense on Prime Video pay-per-view in Las Vegas, Davis, who's 29 years old, professed his admiration for the 29-0 and 24 KOs former super middleweight champion Benavidez, who defeated former light heavyweight champion Alexander Gosvick that night's co-main event. Davis said then that he would be willing to flip-flop roles with Benavidez from main event to co-main event should the situations present itself. Benavidez versus Morrell, who is 11-0 with 9 knockouts, is a hotly anticipated bout between PBC stablemates in their prime. They currently stand as the WBC interim 175-pound champion Benavidez and the WBA secondary champion Morrell behind newly crowned undisputed light heavyweight champion Arthur Beterbiev. PBC's official did not immediately return messages left to them by Boxing Scene following the initial reports of Davis moving off the December 14th date. Roach promoter Gary Jonas, who owns Pro Box TV and Boxing Scene, declined comment on the matter, as did Benavidez promoter Samson Liquids. All right, now this one, it says Gervonta Davis finally reacts to reports his fight with Lamont Roach is in jeopardy. All right, so this is shout out to SecondsOut.com. It says Gervonta Davis opened up. Damn, why did I do that? It says Gervonta Davis opened up on reports that his next fight is being postponed. Davis was scheduled to return into the ring against Lamont Roach at the Toyota Center in Houston, Texas on Saturday, 14th of December. It was said to be the latest defense of his WBA lightweight title, having defeated Martin by 8th round stoppage. I'm gonna, bypass all this. Reports have begun circulating that the bout won't go as planned, though, after Dan Rafael, who first revealed that it may have to be pushed back. Been told by 3 sources involved in the event there's a good chance that Tank Davis and Lamont Roach won't happen December 14th, as announced as PPC social platform by all the fighters. The venue may be the reason, I'm told. Might happen as planned, but unclear. One deemed 50-50 could be pushed back to early 2025. There's a reason no formal press release or press conference has been made yet. Everything is on hold at the moment until everything is done. Apparently with the venue, no issue in terms of the fighters' deals, I'm told. So what they're saying that it's not the fighters that's causing the issue right now. It's mainly they're saying it's being pushed back because of the event, because of the venue. It was then reported by Boxing Scene that the fight could be, I just read on that, the doubleheader. One promising solution is the pair of Davis Roach, which with the attractive light heavyweight bout between unbeaten talents David Benavidez and David Morrell, who are seeking a January 25th Prime Video pay-per-view fight in Las Vegas. Tank has now broken silence on the matter, taking to social media and suggests that the reports are false. So Tank is saying that it's false. He says, "Cap. Time will tell whether the fight with Davis and Roach does indeed go ahead with December." So you did all that just to say that Tank Davis said cap, like, oh, come on, bro. But you know what? I would prefer this fight being the undercard, but let's go ahead and talk about it. So, you know what, man? If I'm gonna pay for a pay-per-view, I would much rather at least them throw it on the card with David Benavidez and David Morrell. If you're gonna go ahead and put that on pay-per-view, I feel like that's what you should definitely do. And I would definitely buy the pay-per-view. I would support the pay-per-view then. Because I think we all know that Tank Davis versus Lamont Roach is not a pay-per-view fight. One of my issues that I've always had with how they bring up Tank is it's almost like they're trying to force him to be a pay-per-view star, and instead of allowing it to naturally happen. And my reasoning for that is, like, you can't think of not one pay-per-view fight or one fight aside from Ryan Garcia that Tank Davis should have been involved in that actually should have been a pay-per-view fight. I would much rather them to throw it on the card. That we would have the main event would be David Benavidez, David Morrell. We'd have the co-main event is Tank Davis versus Lamont Roach. We would have Jamal Charlo versus whoever the hell, and then the rematch between Brandon Figueroa and Stephen Fulton. I would love that. I would absolutely love that. That would be a sensational card, in my opinion. And it would definitely be worth me paying whatever, buying a pay-per-view for. I would have no issues paying pay-per-view for that or whatever. But hopefully they can get that squared away. I would much rather them do that though. And I understand the business wise, like around Christmas, it's not really good to have a pay-per-view card around Christmas because of those reasons, or and then you got obviously the highly anticipated rematch between Alexander Usyk and Tyson Fury. Now, I'm not 100% sure on how that would affect Tank, seeing how neither one of those guys are really huge in America. They're just not big names in America. So I don't know. I'm not gonna say that would just have an impact, but it is what it is. If you want a pay-per-view, you want it spaced out a little, spaced out from everything that's going on. That way people, you'll have people aren't dishing out their money, so you'll have a chance to, you know, maximize your buys or whatever. It makes sense business wise or whatnot. I'm not upset with that. I just hope that they really put this on the card of David Benavidez and David Morrell. That will be perfect, or whatever the situation may be. Seeing how Tank versus Lamar Roach is not a highly anticipated fight anyways. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Would you be willing to buy the pay-per-view if they did that? But what do I know?